Very good morning to you. Welcome to another One Mind meditation. Our teacher for this week is Jiddu Krishnamurti. And I think his message today is my favorite message of his. I probably say that about all of his work. Somebody, good morning. Happy Tuesday morning to you. Right, let's get into today's message from Jiddu Krishnamurti. But another couple of hellos. Maggie, very good morning. Grain, good morning. Anthony, good evening. Awesome having you all here. The first thought from Jiddu Krishnamurti says, die to everything of yesterday, so that your mind is always fresh, always young and innocent, full of vigor and passion. Leave yesterday in yesterday. Linda, very good morning. It is very good to see you. Stefan, good morning. Joanne, good morning. Hope your week has all gotten off to a great start yesterday. The next thought from Krishnamurti says, this is my secret. I don't mind what happens. That is the essence of inner freedom. It is a timeless spiritual truth. Release attachments to outcomes deep inside yourself. You'll feel good no matter what. I don't mind what happens, says Krishnamurti. This is my secret. As powerful as this wisdom is, I don't mind what happens. It can be damn difficult to apply. I don't mind what happens doesn't mean that we don't care about anything ever. What Krishnamurti is trying to say is closer to when Eckhart says, accept the present moment as if you had chosen it. Here it is. This is what happens. Or this is what has happened. We can just as well deal with it as if we had chosen it. I don't mind what happens means I don't have any preconceived ideas of what this moment should have been. Here the moment is, here I am here and now, and I will deal with this moment as it arises. I don't mind what happens means I will not have resistance to what this moment is. I will let it flow, and I will spend my energy on what's right in front of me, where I can actually be effective. I don't mind what happens means I will die to everything of yesterday and be fresh and new in this moment, so that I don't have old thoughts that try and convince me that this moment is less than perfect. Today, a very good morning. It is good to see you. Being present is not just a spiritual idea. It is the best productivity tool that you have. Living right here in this moment means that all your energy gets directed towards what's right in front of you and not diluted by distraction from yesterday or tomorrow. Being present is the most effective application of your energy. This is our meditation today, the power of now, the power of being present in this moment, from moment to moment. So if you're ready, you can close your eyes and let's float away together, starting with the first few big breaths. Let's take a deep breath in and out. Take a deep breath in and out. A deep inhale and let it go. Deep breath in and out. One more big breath in. And let it all flow away. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose gets drawn all the way deep down into your belly. And as you fill up your belly with air, also raise yourself up. As you breathe in, stretch out your spine, lift the top of your head toward the ceiling. And once you've reached your full height, let all of it go. With every exhale, soften. Every time you breathe out, soften your spine, slump down your shoulders, and drop your head. While you continue your own full body breathing, inhaling all the way up and exhaling all the way down, I'd like you to try out this thought, this concept, holding on to my thought of what this moment should have been. Or holding on to my idea of what this moment should have been. Do you have experience with that? Do you have experience showing up in a moment, having had an idea of what this moment should have looked like, but it's not quite that? Circumstances are not what you thought they would be. Then it's very human of us to be deeply unhappy about this moment because our expectation was different. What has been your experience with holding on to your idea of what the moment should have been? Do you have any recent examples? Bring to your mind some examples of your own deep unhappiness in a moment, because the moment didn't show up the way you thought it would. How quickly have you been able to let go of your idea of what the moment should have been, to instead embrace what the moment is? How fast does that change happen for you? Letting go of the idea of what the moment should have been, and instead embracing what this moment is. Are you getting better at that? And this is exactly what Krishnamurti means when he says, do you want to know my secret? My secret is this: I don't mind what happens. We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, helping our bodies stretch and adjust and settle down into as much comfort as possible for the rest of our journey. Let's take a deep breath in. As you release, drop your head all the way forward and roll out your neck muscles, rolling forward and to the left and forward and to the right. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders forward in big, slow circles. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders backwards in big circles, nice and slow. Take a deep breath in. As you release, focus on your spine. You can lean your upper body over to the left and also lean your upper body over to the right. As you lean over, imagine in your mind the shape of a banana. And as you lean over, watch as your back follows the same shape of a banana, leaning over to the left and leaning over to the right. One more big breath in. And as you release, you can stretch or move or adjust any part of your body that still needs a bit of help settling down. Having softened our bodies into a state of presence, or at least as much as we are able to, we can now turn our attention inwards and dive deep inside for the next part of our journey. If you don't have the time to sit for the whole meditation with us, then this is a really good place to stop. But if you are here for the whole journey, then with every next inhale, we'll hold our breath for a few short moments, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. Let's take a deep breath in. And hold. As you release, make it a really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, feel into your body. feel how softness slips in and settles in every part of your body. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, follow the downwards flow through your body. Feel your shoulders slowly falling. Feel your body slowly softening. Feel how you are slowly slipping deeper into you. One more big breath in. And hold. And as you release, feel yourself melting. Feel your whole body dissolving. Feel how you are slipping into a deeper level of surrender with every slow exhale. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose is an invitation. It invites you to turn inwards and follow this journey. As you breathe in, feel the air flow in through your nostrils. Feel the air touch the back of your throat. Stay with your breath as it flows in through your lungs. And as you fill up the balloon inside your belly, feel yourself slip all the way in. Hold your breath, but hold it only for as long as it feels comfortable, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, our journey today is about being present, being in this moment right now. How do you experience being in this moment right now? Take your next big breath. We're going to go through some really easy examples. They illustrate our choice to either be present or be captured by the story our mind tells us. The first very simple example is you are driving on your way to an important meeting. Might be a different scenario. But let's say an important meeting for this one. Maybe it's just fetching your kids from school. And on the way there, you experience a flat tire. Your journey is interrupted quite rudely. You've probably experienced a similar situation. And it's very normal in this situation to hold on to our idea of what this moment should have been. Have you had a similar experience? And were you also struggling to let go of your idea of what the moment should have been? In this case, I shouldn't be changing a wheel right now. I should be on my way to a meeting. What did your experience feel like? Take your next big breath. Krishnamurti says, "This is my secret. I don't mind what happens." He doesn't mean, I love having flat tires. What he means is, here is what happened now. I have a flat tire now. I will let go of my idea of what this moment should have been, and I will embrace what the moment is. I need to place my attention on changing a wheel. How fast can you go from holding on to the thought of what the moment should have been to just dealing with the moment as it is? Take your next big breath. We'll use a new and very simple example, and perhaps if your experience has not been this example exactly as I use it, perhaps it helps you think of a different example from your own life. In this example, you've organized a birthday party. It's been organized months in advance. The invitations have been out a long time ago. And you've organized this party for outside because outside is where you have most space. And now the day arrives. It is time for the party. But apparently, Mother Earth did not get this invitation because she sent rain. How normal is it for us, our human minds, to tell ourselves many stories about this going wrong? What would be the stories that your mind would tell you about this event, this party that is now being rained on? What stories would your mind be telling you? Take your next big breath. Krishnamurti says, "This is my secret. I don't mind what happens." He doesn't mean that he loves his party to be rained out. He simply says, I will let go of my idea of what I thought this moment should have been. And I will deal with this moment how it is. Instead of being unhappy about a party that can't happen outside, I will simply apply my mind to, how do I move this party indoors? How do we still have fun even though we'll have a lot less space? How will I help everyone else put down their thoughts of what this moment should have been, so that we all can embrace the intimacy of a smaller party setting? How quickly can you make that change? How fast are you able to let go of your thoughts of what the moment should have been and just deal with the moment as it is? Take your next big breath. We'll use one more example, and once again, perhaps your experience was not identical, but it could be helpful if it reminds you of a similar experience you have had. You're about to see an old friend for coffee or tea. You haven't seen this friend for a long time, and you've bolted up in your mind with expectation how you're going to reminisce about the past, tell stories, talk about your futures together. But when that moment arrives and you're excited to share a bit of time with your friend doesn't quite show up that way. Not all bubbly and chatty, but perhaps a little bit distant and quiet. How easily do our minds start telling us stories about the reason for this? She didn't really want to see me. She'd rather be somewhere else. We shouldn't have had this coffee or tea in the first place. What similar experience have you had where your own expectation of the moment was something you couldn't let go of? Take your next big breath. Krishnamurti says, "This is my secret. My secret is, I don't mind what happens." In this example, are you able to let go of your thought of what this moment should have been and realize that perhaps the best you can do today is just be a safe space for this friend? Maybe this friend just needs to talk and be listened to. Or maybe this friend today just needs to be quiet, in close proximity to someone who cares. How quickly can you make the change? Let go of your thought of what this moment should have been, and just deal with this moment as it is. Take your next big breath. We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, slipping out of the breath holding space and into the next. Let's take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, make it a really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. And as you release, feel how softness slips in and settles in every cell of your body. One more big breath in and hold. And as you release, feel yourself slip all the way through. There is no more attention on your breathing. You can sit all the way back, or even lie all the way back down and feel yourself just floating. When being present is discussed, it often conjures up the image of sitting cross-legged on some mountaintop, blissed out and peaceful, being present. But that really is a very narrow example of what being present implies. When it's talked about, being present often sounds like some kind of an escape. Some kind of turning away from what is hard and experiencing only bliss. What being present really implies is the exact opposite. Being present means stop avoiding anything. Practice not being stuck in the past. Practice not being stuck in the future. And whatever shows up on your doorstep right now, don't turn. Don't look away. Don't run. Stay. This is what being present means. I'll read to you from Krishnamurti's words again this morning. He says, die to everything of yesterday so that your mind is always fresh, always young, always innocent, full of vigor and passion. He says, this is my secret. I don't mind what happens. That is the essence of inner freedom. It is a timeless spiritual truth. Release attachment to outcomes. Deep inside yourself, you will feel good no matter what. Try these out today. Can you try out the thoughts, I don't mind what happens, whatever shows up today? Can you see yourself today dealing with something hard and say, I don't mind what happens? We'll add a few more really simple ones. Try these too, today when something hard comes your way. What does this moment ask of me? Can you see yourself asking that question when you encounter something hard today and you feel like you want to turn away? Ask it again. Face the moment, turn into it and ask, what does this moment ask of me? What does this moment ask me to step up and do? What does this moment ask me to step up and do? And one more. See yourself asking this question as you encounter your own difficult moments today and this week. And the question is, what does this moment make available to me? Every moment brings an opportunity, even the toughest moments. And we miss it when we try and run or look away. One more time. What does this moment make available to me? We have the last 5 breaths of gratitude to do together. With every exhale, I'll say my thank you, and I invite you to say yours. Let's take a deep breath in. Thank you for a moment to reflect on how I can be more present. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for the reminder that I don't want to miss the opportunity in the moment just because I don't feel like dealing with the moment, because I want to look away or run. I will remember to ask, what does this moment make available to me? Take a deep breath in. Thank you for remembering to breathe. getting better at, in hard moments, before I open my mouth, before I take action, remember first, take a few big breaths. One more big breath in. Thank you, beautiful people. Take a bit of time to reflect on that one today. It certainly might not feel effective the first time we encounter this. The simple statement, I don't mind what happens. See if you can remember to check in with that thought at some point during today. Say, can I apply this in this situation where I have to deal with this? Can I really go there? Can I truthfully say, I don't mind what happens, and just deal with it? Hope you have a beautiful day. Thank you, Grain. It was good to have you here. Stephen, it's very good to see you. Hello. You know you're always so welcome here. Anne-Marie, have a great day. Thank you, Sunmarie. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you, Maggie. Vivian, a very good morning. So good to see you. Thank you, Stefan. And whoever else is in the background that I can't see right now. Have a beautiful day. Right now, where you are is where you have the power to apply your energy. Being present is the most productive thing that you can do. See you soon. Ciao, ciao.